black.
Yeah. Someone knows what they're
That's
doing.
terrible.
What's your brain?
I just checked my brain age.
Okay, but now I'm going to ask you questions, Anne. So off you go. You're going to do it again?
Oh no, I think you're right.
Tracy,
let's
okay,
go.
Tracy, off you go. So Tracy, where are you from?
Northern region.
Are you in a particular school?
No, I'm at regional office.
Okay, so have you enjoyed today?
Yes, it's great to be out of the office.
Fantastic. A lot planned for the weekend?
Yes, we're going to the snow.
Going to the snow. What, Lake Mountain?
Yeah.
Fantastic. You've already got an orange. And I heard that it's going to be the best weekend for snow all,
That's
all
why
year.
we're going. We're just going to drive. The kids haven't seen snow,
Fantastic.
so crikey.
Got everything packed? Okay, you're out of
No,
time. So, and how we use this with young people in terms of a unit is about distracted driving. What do we call distracted driving? And they all go, drink driving. We go, no, it's not about that when you're young. It's about, the friend in the back giving you a hard time about the girl you've just met, or saying going to McDonald's drive-through. Then they want you to eat while you're driving, or the girls who are running late and putting makeup on while they're trying to control a car. And you do a whole lot of activities. If you've got a pair of the beer goggles and you put this on with the beer goggles and try and do it, no hope. It does scare the kids. And I run this with my parents as well, in terms of, saying to them, this is why it's really important when you're teaching your kids to drive, you have no one else in the car. They don't need those distractions. In terms of units, I actually have my kids go out and teach other year levels about this after they've done it. So there's a whole lot of learning that happens in there, but a lot of that evidence comes from them going and teaching another group. And it's really important, and it leads on to a whole lot of other things, like a visit to the Alfred Hospital in the roads unit there, and they talk to people who've had bad accidents, and they will freely tell them what they were doing when they had the accidents. There's a group now that will run them through there, and so, 3 great activities that could come from a simple task like this, all that's evidence-based. And that's what's really important.
What's really important is you've got it all in your mind.
Oh, I know. Someone said, yeah. And look, sometimes I have terrible classes too. I have to, like you do, and a lot is based on how the enthusiasm of your kids is. Like, the other week I had a real shocker class. I thought, oh my God, I've lost my touch.
So you went to the masks, did you?
Well, yeah, we did do some of that mask stuff. They actually had the stress cards because I told them they'd stressed me, and they designed their stress card. But when I investigated further, they'd had 5 CRTs for the day before I had them. And so no structure that was regular in their life went out the door. They were feral. Happens, You move on. All else fails, you try something.
With the curriculum, like each year, you come up, because you're sort of looking at the negotiated curriculum, I guess you'd have some scaffolding there. Say you've got a new teacher and you're doing negotiated, would they have some ideas, or is it more...
We would team teach quite a bit. Yeah, we do. We give them, I suppose, the base idea to work on, but we say you've got to get to know your group. In Northern Region. None of this works unless you know your group to start with, and you need to just do some things,
To get to know them, and then...
So...
And would you, as you said, pre-K, also Year 10 foundation, you're more running it?
Running it, yep, holding their hand. I look at it about crossing, it's a bit like crossing the road. Foundation kids, I walk out the door, walk them across the road and take them to their destination. Intermediate kids, I walk them to the crossing, wave them goodbye. Senior kids, I tell them the stuff at home, say off you go. Okay. And that's how I think of it, and that's how I tell other teachers. Think about that support you need to give them. Okay guys, if I know that wasn't a long time. But what I wanted to, a couple of messages for you from doing this. There are things that the kids have, even if it's the games on their phones, you can use them as a learning tool. Yep. A couple of great books that you can engage the students is fantastic. But none of this works unless you get to know the students first. Alright, you really need to spend a little bit of those first couple of weeks just doing stuff to engage them that's fun without any expectation of an outcome being met. Because that way you know that you've won them over, and you have to share a little bit of yourself as well. In terms of other things, how do we capture it? Look, there was a whole lot of ideas here, but I'll email this through. just the different things. That's the phone number for the Brainry. And please, I'm happy. I'm happy if people want to email me. I'm happy if they want to come up and work with me for a day. My classes aren't always great because it depends on your kids, but I'm even happy to come out and do workshops with staff and say, look, these are some ideas. And that's often what it is. You need that idea. And I say I haven't got a creative bone in my body, but I feed off what everyone else tells me, and I go, great, we could do this. And it leads into that. So, all right, we've got to finish.